As the 2024-25 NHL season progresses, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Nashville Predators seem to be heading in completely opposite directions. The Leafs have shown consistency with a respectable 8-5-2 record over their first 15 games, putting them in a relatively strong position. On the other hand, the Predators, who entered the season with high expectations after making some notable acquisitions, have struggled to live up to those hopes, with a disappointing 4-9-1 performance in their first 14 games. This difference in performance has raised concerns in Nashville. General Manager Barry Trotz acknowledged the need for change, emphasizing that the team urgently needs a positive turnaround in upcoming games. "We're looking at what we can do to improve. Options may be limited due to certain contracts, but I believe a reset is necessary," Trotz stated. His words echo a frustration felt by many fans, and the possibility of a clear restructuring suggests that changes could be on the horizon. NHL insider Darren Dreger, who frequently provides exclusive insights into league happenings, has also raised questions about the moves the Predators might pursue. If changes become inevitable, questions arise. Which players might become available, and how could they impact the Leafs roster? Toronto fans, ever vigilant, are beginning to wonder if this could be a golden opportunity to acquire talent that could strengthen the team and boost its playoff chances. Among the players who might be on the trade block, two names in particular have caught attention. 2. Dante Fabbro, a potential target to bolster the Maple Leafs. With the NHL season already underway, many Toronto Maple Leafs fans are paying close attention to potential trade options. One name that has emerged as a possible target is defenseman Dante Fabbro, a young talent at 26, originally from Coquitlam, British Columbia. Drafted in the first round in 2016, Fabbro quickly made a name for himself, though he has encountered challenges early this season that make him an intriguing option for the Maple Leafs. Fabbro made his mark in the BCHL while playing for the Penticton Vees, where he accumulated an impressive 67 points in 45 games, a feat that led to him being the 17th overall draft pick. Over his NHL career, he's played in 315 games, tallying 16 goals and 56 assists. Known for his solid play, Fabbro has a good balance of defensive and offensive skills, with the versatility to take on a key defensive role. However, this season, he's struggled to find his footing, going scoreless in 6 games, raising some surprise and concern among Predators fans and himself alike. A move to bring Fabbro to the Leafs could be just what the team needs right now. With an affordable $2.5 million contract for 1 year, he presents an appealing opportunity to reinforce Toronto's defensive line. He could slot into the third pairing, playing behind veterans like Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Chris Tanev. This mix of defensemen could give Fabbro the minutes he needs to recover from a challenging start in a competitive environment. The question remains, what would the Maple Leafs be willing to part with to make this trade happen? Fabbro could not only help shore up the defense, but also provide the team with more depth in an area that often demands resilience and skill. Additionally, the Predators have the option to retain part of his salary, creating the potential for a favorable deal for Toronto. Fans have seen what Fabbro can bring to the game, and the possibility of seeing him suited up in blue and white would undoubtedly intrigue many. Do you believe the Toronto Maple Leafs should pursue this trade? What do you think Fabbro could bring to the team, and what would your expectations be if he joined our roster? 1. Luke Schenn, a reunion that could make sense for the Maple Leafs? As analysts discuss what the Toronto Maple Leafs might need to strengthen their roster, a familiar name surfaces. Luke Schenn, the 35-year-old defenseman from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, has a rich history with the Maple Leafs, having spent much of his career there. A return to the team could spark a deep connection among fans, as Schenn represents not only defensive skill, but also nostalgia for those who followed his early steps in the NHL. Schenn is known as a steady, reliable defenseman, an ideal third-line player who won't strain the budget. Currently in the second year of a 3-year contract with an annual salary of $2.75 million, he presents an appealing option for the Leafs, especially if the Predators are open to retaining part of his salary in a deal. This flexibility would allow Toronto to make the acquisition without a significant financial commitment. So far this season, Schenn has played in 14 games, scoring 1 goal, though scoring has never been his primary focus. With a career spanning over 1,010 NHL games, he has accumulated 44 goals and 155 assists. What really stands out in his game is his defensive stability, something the Leafs could use, particularly in critical moments. As an experienced defenseman, Schenn could bring stability to a team with playoff aspirations. While Dante Fabbro might be the flashier option, Schenn's experience and lower cost offer a different appeal. If the Predators do decide to restructure and focus on the future, a trade for Schenn could be a chance for the Leafs to bolster their roster without giving up significant assets, like draft picks or prospects. Do you think Schenn's experience would be a valuable asset for the Maple Leafs at this point in the season? Is he the kind of player who could help shape the team's defense in the final stages of the playoffs? Let's discuss. It's always interesting to hear what fans think about potential moves. What kind of impact do you think Schenn would have on the current team lineup? As the Leafs continue their journey this season, it's clear that any move in the market could be crucial. What do you think the Leafs should prioritize to ensure playoff success? Share your thoughts in the comments. Fan interaction is essential, and your views on possible acquisitions can help shape what's to come. After all, the fan community is the heart of the game, and your perspective is always highly valued.